Kazakhstan, the world's top uranium producer with around 1 million tons in reserves, supplies 40% of global demand. The country is entering a new nuclear era. Its first plant with Russia's Rosatom is set to launch by 2035, with 2 more Chinese-led projects in the pipeline. Welcome to East-West Connect. We're highlighting business and economic opportunities in Kazakhstan and the wider Central Asia region, connecting with Europe and beyond. Kazakhstan's first nuclear plant will feature 2 Generation 3 Plus pressurized water reactors designed by Rosatom with a combined capacity of 2.4 gigawatts. Here to discuss the country's nuclear strategy is Asset Makhambetov, Deputy Chairman of the Board of Kazakhstan's Agency for Atomic Energy. Mr. Makhambetov, welcome.
Thank you for having me today.
How do you see Kazakhstan's role in shaping Central Asia's nuclear future and ensuring energy security?
First of all, some of the Central Asian countries, like Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, already producing natural uranium in significant amounts. And second of all, few of the Central Asian countries are planning to build their first nuclear power plants. In this way, overall, all the Central Asian countries are moving towards the safe and reliable electricity provided by nuclear power plants, and Kazakhstan is no exception.
Kazakhstan is building its first nuclear power plant near its most populous region. Are there any safety mechanisms in place, and what about nuclear waste?
First of all, we're not building yet. We're right now focusing on the site selection works, which started just in August of 2025. And based on that work, we will select the best suitable site in the region. Second of all, the technology that we selected already have all the passive and active safety systems that's needed to ensure safe and reliable operation of reactor. And plus, it has all the lessons learned from accidents like Fukushima and Chernobyl, so that kind of accidents won't happen in the future. In terms of the radioactive waste and spent nuclear fuel management, Kazakhstan already has the experience to deal with, to manage those kind of waste. And overall, we're working with a vendor in ways how to minimize the radioactive waste that will be produced in a nuclear power plant.
So Kazakhstan plans to develop nuclear research cities in Abay and Almaty regions. What role would these hubs play in advancing Kazakhstan's nuclear cluster?
Kazakhstan already have big 2 research centers, one being Institute of Nuclear Physics, which locates in Almaty, and the second one being National Nuclear Center in Abay Oblast near Kurchatov city. Both centers produce a lot of reliable research activities. Just for example, last year, Institute of Nuclear Physics started exporting radiopharmaceuticals, being radioisotopes of technetium-99 to Kyrgyz Republic. That was done with the help of International Atomic Energy Agency. Right now, we are developing the long-term strategy for nuclear industry development of Kazakhstan up to 2050, and there we are including the further development of those centers, and the main focus being the research in peaceful uses of nuclear energy.
Mr. Makhambetov, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Kazakhstan is also home to the world's low-enriched uranium bank, a physical reserve supporting peaceful nuclear power programs. Euronews has the story. Located at Kazatomprom's Ulba metallurgical plant, the low-enriched uranium bank serves as a global safeguard, providing reactor-grade uranium in case of supply disruptions. Operational since 2019 and managed by the International Atomic Energy Agency, it stores 90 tons of uranium hexafluoride supplied by Kazakhstan and France, which remains untouched to date.
Радиационный фон на территории склада находится в пределах допустимого. Безопасность процесса хранения низкообогащенного урана обеспечивается рядом организационных и технических мероприятий, исключающих какое-либо вредное воздействие на окружающую среду.
With 6 decades of experience in civil nuclear fuel supply, Kazakhstan now exports low-enriched fuel assemblies produced at the Ulba metallurgical plant to nuclear power plants in China. Last year, Ulba reached its full annual production capacity of 200 tons.
Исходным сырьем для именно регенерации энергии является обогащенный урановый продукт, низкообогащенный до 5%, который производится на ОМЗ.
From uranium mining to fuel production, Kazakhstan is strengthening its position as a reliable global supplier and a key player in the peaceful use of nuclear energy. Kazakhstan's uranium production topped 60 million pounds last year. Producing roughly 1/5 of the world's uranium, Kazatomprom leads the sector. Mr. Yusupov, welcome.
Thank you for having me today.
How does Kazatomprom plan on strengthening its global position in the uranium industry amid rising competition and shifting geopolitics?
Kazatomprom, as the largest uranium producer globally, we are playing an important role in global clean energy security. And we position ourselves as a reliable and predictable partner. Right now, we are focusing on geological exploration to enhance our resource base. But at the same time, we are looking into other opportunities in other stages of nuclear fuel cycle if we see economic viability in those projects.
How do you view the uranium market outlook, given that your company plans to scale back on production by 10% next year?
So 2026 production numbers are subject to our discussions with our JV partners and overall market considerations. We are sticking to our value over volume strategy. We see that there is increasing interest in nuclear energy, given the pledge by more than 20 countries to triple their nuclear capacity by 2050. Many new builds of nuclear power plants are being announced globally. There is increasing demand for energy by big tech and increasing AI. And also a lot of analysts are forecasting structural deficit of uranium in the next decade. So we see very strong market fundamentals for uranium, and our outlook is very positive on those dynamics.
How sustainable is your in situ recovery method, and what innovations are you pursuing to reduce the environmental impact?
Well, unlike traditional open pit or underground mining, in case of in situ recovery, we actually do not move a lot of ground. We are sending this solution into the subsoil and then pump it out, transfer to processing center, and all this circulates in a closed loop system. So there is very little environmental impact.
Mr. Yusupov, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me today.
That's all for now. See you in the next episode of East West Connect.